Everybody, I hope you're all having a fabulous day. For this message, we're going to be tuning into the divine masculine energies, and we're going to jump in with the first card. Though we cannot meet or see each other, I still love you more every day. My heart belongs to you for eternity. So enjoy my presence in your heart. Soon enough I'll come through. As our relationship grows, it will resolve everything in the way. There never ever was anything in the way. You're not waiting for something to get out of the way. It's just being in your own way. And when you get out of your own way, respecting the energies that are there, you can move through that barrier and establish the next level of communication and relationship. Not controlling, but claiming. The hurt I caused you has made me feel broken beyond repair. But all I was doing was showing you the parts of your own consciousness. And I wasn't consciously doing it. I wasn't consciously doing any of it. I was showing you the parts in consciousness that were crying out for love, your love. Only you can do this. So love yourself there. Deception. So if we're not in communication right now, that doesn't mean that it's bad. Not having communication doesn't mean that there's a block. It's our way of getting into harmonious union and perfect for us. Decide that you're going to be with your man and how quick things can happen. We can go from no contact to making love the same day. So knowing how fast things can happen, you don't have to be in a place of lack and want more contact. What would you be wanting to achieve by doing that? Let go of control, because people think they can speed up the process in this way. Once you're all in with your focus, you can't do any more. What you really want is for things to move forward, but you're not the one who does it. Your responsibility and lesson was to recognise that it was never you who moved you forward. It was never your job to do that. If you desire communication, the way to get it is no control. My gifts come to me from spirit. I encounter difficulties with resiliency. I live my life to the fullest, knowing that God always has my back. Yeah, so it's not you that moves us forward or me. It's always the divine. Those are the gifts that are coming from spirit now. So you don't have to do anything in this respect. A twin flame union is not something you work towards, but you surrender into. It's not something you build, but something that's already there, waiting for you to become aware of it, waiting for you to realise it was always there. Surrender contrasts to the divine. The surrendered life is the most powerful life you can live. It's not when an opening to communication does show up, it's not an opening that you created, but the divine created it with you. You told the divine you desired an opening, and the divine said, here it is. So that you choose harmonious union, and the divine says, here it is. And choosing harmonious union don't necessarily mean a lot of chatting in between for some couples, and that's okay. I was foolish to ignore you. Just when I was ready to reply, you got angry, and then I didn't know how to respond. So please make sure that you're in a vibe of unconditional love at all times. If you have a thought about me that's not loving, don't judge it. Don't beat yourself up for it. Just go there. Bring divine love there till it dissolves. Work through it. That's how you deal with it. You don't ignore them. You work through them. Take a stand. So how our union manifests is not for me or you to dictate. We don't know how it's built. We have tiny eyes compared to God, yet you have all of God's power when you surrender. Allow the divine to love you how you were created, and shit happens fast. Good shit happens fast. Maybe not in ways that you expect, but your pace is kept if you have the eyes to see what's happening and you surrender what you expect. You're always moving forward. The only time you're not is when you're trying to control something, trying to make communication happen. Can be a huge energy drain that does nothing for you. When we do get the communication we desire, we actually have nothing to do with it, and it's really easy. I'll show up and you'll fall into it all at once. If there's not much communication at this point, it's okay. Always on my mind and in my heart, yes, that's you always and forever. I can feel you there now. Our union and life purpose means that we let go and let it be built on the most stable foundation in the universe, love. You or I didn't create the foundation. We didn't do anything. It's yours by birthright. And you need to let go of all the things that don't align with it. Detoxing from the old methods. I have researched twin flames and resonate with the connection. Yeah, I'm going through a massive awakening at the moment. I'm awakening to my spirituality. I'm awakening to my connection with you. I'm surprised that I am receiving such a huge spiritual download, but I'm even more surprised that it's all about you. So if we're not communicating right now, that's okay. This is the most compassionate way. We will be communicating soon. And don't worry about when, because communication is the lifeblood of other relationships, but not harmonious union. The lifeblood of our harmonious union is love, self-love. It's never getting starved of an essential thing if you're loving here. And we're going into a deeper place that can never be chosen again or interrupted. It'll be where it's easier to recognize the truth. Patience, yeah, a little bit of patience is required here. Communication and connection is just the source that rises to the top from the deeper place. Once you've arrived at that deeper place, you get shown right down to the last grain of who you are. Moving forward, you'll find a fountain of joy, harmonious union, endless, perfect, total joy. So don't bark up the wrong tree. The divine is already lovingly providing it for you. So which would you prefer, harmonious union or text messages? The promise of love is on its way. Because you let me go, I'm on the return flight home, doing what I have to do. You're making a nice, comfy nest for me on my return. It's safe to let me go and truly love me unconditionally. I count my blessings daily. I give thanks to God for the miracles within my life. So really notice all the miracles that are in your life. Notice the little miracles, and then they'll lead to much bigger miracles. Although they may look small or big, there's no actual order of difficulty in miracles. A miracle's a miracle, whether it looks big or small. With one smile, I was so weak at the knees, you took my breath away with just one look. Yeah, so please know that I'm wildly attracted to you. So remember what's yours and let the divine lead you here. Not to let go of your desire, which you know to be true the whole time, but any attempts to control it. It's so silly to think anyone had any control over this. We've both been just as aware the whole time. Keep deepening the connection internally. Fully understand the timing behind everything. It's not your mind will bring me to you, but your heart. Find that place in your heart and everything happens. That's it. Okay, everybody. I'm going to end this message here. If you would like twin flame coaching or a personal reading, please check the description box below. I hope you have a wonderful end to the weekend, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.